Hi, Madalena. Oh, it's so nice to see everyone joining. I'm sorry as well that we didn't end up doing the Facebook Live. We did a test yesterday and it just wasn't working out for us. I'll put my phone over there. Hi, Mia. Yeah, we tried doing a Facebook Live, but for some reason it's impossible to do a Facebook Live whilst presenting something, whilst having faces on the screen. That apparently isn't something that Facebook have figured out yet. So we've gone back to trusty old Zoom, which I'm quite happy with. I just hope it's not been too many clicks for anyone. Hope it's not been too awkward for anyone to join or have to sign up or anything. I think usually Zoom is quite straightforward. You click the link and it does just take you straight to the call. But yeah, anyway, we're here now. Really, really nice to see everyone. I'm so happy that you're all here. Yeah, super simple, good, fab. Because I know we did a test for the Zoom as well, and it asked Aaron to download it. So I wasn't sure if it would do that for everyone else, but if it was straightforward, then the group link worked great. Fab. It'll be the same link, by the way, tomorrow and Wednesday, just so you all know. But I'll obviously, you'll all get an email and reminders. Love a Zoom. I love a Zoom. Right, I'm going to get started. So I'll share my screen. Can everyone see this okay? Just gonna see if I can get it up and also view comments. Chat. Hey, okay, I'm gonna have to move this down here. Fab, can everyone see this okay, yeah? I've got my relaxing music on in the background, I'm gonna turn it off. Okay, hi everyone, again, welcome to the 3-step process to social media management success. So this is a 3-day live challenge, as you probably know, and I'm going to be covering lots of different things that will help you be a successful social media manager. So here's what you'll learn during the next 3 days. We're going to talk today is about money mindset, how to earn more by working less. Who doesn't want to earn more money and work less hours? I know I do. Day 2, we're going to talk about content that sells, what you should be posting and when. And day 3, we're going to call in all of those dreamy clients and we're going to learn how to attract high-paying soulmate clients with ease. So this is what you'll take away from the next 3 days. We're going to talk about tangible, actionable strategies. So no fluff, no bullshit, just strategies that you can implement straight away. We're going to talk about the process to get to 5K months and more consistently, because we're not about just the odd 5K month here. We want to make sure we're being consistent and we're always earning more every month. We're going to talk about how to become unstuck as a freelancer, as a struggling freelancer, how to attract soulmate clients daily, what to charge, how to outsource and build the team of your dreams, and how to work and live life on your own terms, because that is what having a business is all about. So a little bit about me. I don't know if you all follow me on Instagram. If not, because I post a lot of personal stuff on there. I was a freelancer as a social media manager for 10 years. I started working on the family business, which is a restaurant in Liverpool. When I say I started working on the social media for them, I literally posted probably once a month on Facebook until I started to realize that like this is my passion. I actually really enjoy this and I'm actually quite good at it. So that started off my freelance career. I then started working as an intern. I had a stint in corporate for one of the fastest growing online companies in the UK. I loved my role. I hated the corporate life. It wasn't even 9 till 5. It was like 8 till 7, something ridiculous. And I had a 2-hour commute. And I just thought, this is so not for me. I then set up a swimwear brand. It was called it's still around. It's called St. Lucia Bay. And we hit 30K in the first year. And that was through Instagram conversions only. I loved Instagram. I loved posting. We did a lot of influencer marketing. And we had quite a successful business. But it still wasn't really my passion. So I moved back into the social media management freelancing, just through word of mouth, just with people that I knew. I had, say, 6-7 clients, about 6 clients at a time, charging £300 a month. So I was making about £1,500 a month, which just was not worth the stress and the time and the effort that I was putting in for these clients. So I was struggling to make ends meet. I was overworked and underpaid. I had absolutely no business strategy whatsoever, I had no brand. I was taking my laptop to bed with me, and I was clinging on to shitty clients because I was worried that I would never replace them and that I would just be back to square one. And then I had my son. I had Lorenzo in October 2020, and I thought, I can't carry on scraping the barrel, struggling to live. I've got a family now to think about. I wanted more for him. And I thought, I really need to build a business that's sustainable and that will give me a really good life for me and my family. Now, I want to know, does any of this resonate with you? Do any of these resonate with you? Put a yes in the chat. I'd love to see if any of you were where I was not that long ago, a year ago. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Oh my God, yes, yes. Yeah, I was there too. Where I am now, so the business takes over 6 figures. We take £11,000 plus per month, and we took 100K in the first 10 months. I delegate to my badass team. I spend my time now growing the business, not working in it. And I'm currently prepping for 6 months full paid maternity leave, which if you work in corporate, you'll know is just doesn't exist. And I want to spend more time with my family and Lorenzo. There he is on the picture there. And I work from my phone and my laptop wherever and whenever I want to. And one of the reasons I got here is because I made my freelance gig a brand. I started to build up my page. I figured out my target audience and I came up with a niche. I posted valuable content that was targeted at them. I did lots of free masterclasses. And yeah, now I have a six-figure social media business and a team, amazing team of freelancers. So today we're going to discuss money mindset, how to shift your beliefs to attract more money into your life, how to banish imposter syndrome and confidently charge what you're worth. I know we've all been there. And how to price your packages to perfection so you can work less and earn more. Money mindset is definitely the most important part of this process. So I want to know, which one are you? Are you working the full-time grind and just doing social media on the side? Are you working only as a social media manager, but you're stuck on how to actually scale the business? Or are you wanting to pivot and become a successful VA or social media manager? 1, 2, or 3? 2, 1. Oh my God, loads of ones. 3, cool. 1, 3. 1, but you want to make this your full time. Yeah, that's the goal. We're going to make this our full time. Not only we're going to make this our full time, we're going to make it your full time, and you're going to have a whole team as well. Fab. So shifting your beliefs and money mantras. I used to believe that 5K a month was completely out of reach for me. Like, I was speaking about it over a year ago, and I was thinking, there's no way I can make £5,000 a month. There's not a chance. Now I take over £11,000 a month, and that is all in 1 year of starting the business. Now, one thing that I did do is I surrounded myself with people who were already at the place I wanted to be. So I would listen to podcasts, I would follow people on Instagram. I joined a lot of Facebook groups. I also joined a mastermind, which was a huge investment for me at the time, but it was with other women who were all already earning like 5 to 10K months. And just because I was talking to them and I was in conversations with them, it almost became the norm. And it was so easy for me to then manifest these £5,000 months and more. I quickly surpassed the 5K mark when I finally got over believing that it was unachievable for me. And then I very quickly started earning over 10K. My 6-month goal now is to earn 20K in profit per month. And bear in mind, that is going to be with 2 kids. I'm going to have a maternity leave, but I know I'm going to be able to do it because I believe it can happen. And that's the first step. So I really encourage you to set yourself some income goals. Be really clear on them. I want you to write them down, have them somewhere that you can see them every day. So whether you want to start earning 5K in 3 months' time, easy, you can definitely do that. Or do you want to start earning 10K in 3 months' time? Probably a bit more work to put in, but it's definitely doable. So write these down and have those goals really clear in your head. Even maybe put it in your calendar in 3 months' time. Does this feel out of reach for you? Does anyone here feel like 5K a month is completely out of reach? I'd really like to know. Because I know I just thought, there's just no way. Yeah, me too. It's not out of reach. Earning more comes from your mindset. If you don't believe you're worthy of it, it's not going to happen. You need to be open to receiving this money. I want you to picture your bank account with this money in. Really open up your mindset and be confident in the fact that you can do that, because you can. I want you to start a Pinterest board just in your own time. Set up a Pinterest board called Money Manifestation or Money Mantras, and I want you to spend 10 minutes in the morning or 10 minutes in the evening. Just once you start pinning and going through sort of money manifestation pins, they automatically come up. So it's easy to sort of come across them and then pin them to your board. So I have a Pinterest board called Money Manifestation, and I pin to that every single day. If I come across a bank account that has £1 million in, then I'll pin that to my Pinterest board and I'll just keep looking at it. And it really does help. It really helps my money mindset. I still have to work on it. If I want to get to 20K months of profit, I still have to work on my money mindset. This might not seem like a tangible, actionable strategy, but I promise this is where you do need to start. You don't start earning that much money just by accident. You've got to really believe that it's going to happen for you. So there's an example of my money manifestation Pinterest board, if anyone wants any inspo. And I want you to, I've put repeat in your head here, but I actually want you to go to your workbooks if you've got them. If you've got your workbook, great. If not, then just a pen and paper is fine. And I want you to repeat these, write them down. I am capable and worthy of earning over £5,000 a month. I can easily attract more money every single month. My business gets better every day. My income increases every month. I deserve to earn more than 5K a month. I want you to write them down or repeat them in your head and start to believe it. Believe me when I say I'm not a woo-woo kind of girl. I'm not spiritual. That's just not, I like to see results immediately with things. But when I did open myself up to this mindset work, that is when I really saw a shift in the business. So I wouldn't be able to teach you the process without including this part. I'll give you a few more minutes to write those down. Toya, I'm just starting my SMM journey and seems out of reach. Yeah, it will at the start, but it's really not. Imposter syndrome, I don't even like the phrase. I don't know why I've used it, but I know that it is sort of like a buzz phrase. And a lot of people do feel it. It looks a little bit like saying to yourself, I'm not experienced enough to charge a lot. I'm scared I'll lose the only clients I have if I charge them more. Why would they pay me that much when there's so many other social media managers out there? These are all things, these are all thoughts I've certainly had. I don't know if any of you have, but it's definitely something that I think you'll always have these doubts in your mind. But there are ways to get over it. And you've also got to remember that everyone gets imposter syndrome. Everyone is winging it. Everyone wings it. Even these, high up CEOs in business that you see, they're winging it. They don't really know what they're doing. So believing that you are good enough is what will make other people believe you are good enough. So I know the phrase fake it till you make it, it's probably not quite the right phrase, but believing in yourself will make other people believe in yourself. So be confident in what you can offer people. Be confident that you can help people with their social media management and their business and growing their business online. I don't know if you've heard of Mel Robbins. She was I don't know if it was recently, she was on a Boss Babe podcast, and she says, when someone asks for my prices, I give them my price and then I pause and I count to 3. Because if you automatically try and start justifying your pricing, it looks like you're not confident in your own offer. And trust me, you are worth whatever you want to charge people, that you're worth it. Unless it's like ridiculous, obviously. So I want you to be confident in yourself and what you're going to charge people. Now, being scared of losing clients if you put your prices up, or if you decide to, offer a higher package or whatever, that only opens up more space for high paying clients. I promise you that. At one point, I lost 3 clients, more than 3 clients in the space of a month. Yes, the profit of the business did drop. It didn't drop forever. We picked it right back up again. It only made space for more clients that ended up paying more. One of the clients I lost because I had an automated response on my WhatsApp that was, these are my working hours. I won't be available on these days, which I have to do. Obviously, I have a son who's 1.5 with 2 days of childcare. I have to have boundaries. Anyway, he received this automated WhatsApp and decided he didn't want to work with me anymore. And I was gutted at the time. And now I think, fuck him. Like, thank God he's gone. And then another one, after I increased my prices by almost double, I lost a client. About 3 days later, I got one in at the double price. And then also when I started to add VAT on, I think I lost 1 or 2 clients. If you're not sure, VAT is 20% tax that you get charged if you earn more than £80,000 a year. So if you do get over that threshold, then you have to then add the 20% VAT onto whatever you charge. Otherwise you get hit with the 20%. So I started adding the 20% VAT on, and a couple of my clients who weren't VAT registered, so they couldn't claim that back, they weren't happy with that, which was fair enough. And I lost them. But there are more than enough businesses in the world that want what we have to offer, want what you have to offer, and will pay what you want them to pay. Also, a point that I want to make, it's very rarely about the money and the pricing. It's usually more about three things in our industry as social media managers. It's about our confidence in what we offer. It's about our content, which obviously we'll go over tomorrow. And it's about being seen, which is another thing we'll cover, I think, in day 3. So over the next 3 days, they are the 3 things that we are going to cover. Okay, so getting over imposter syndrome and being confident starts with enjoying what you do and doing what you're good at. So as a social media manager, you really need to have a niche. If you try and reach out to every business that exists, you're going to end up reaching no one, because it won't resonate with anyone. So you really need to figure out your niche as a social media manager. So bang in the middle of what you enjoy and what you are good at. So think about what your passion is. There's a space for this in your workbooks. Again, if you want to work in there, that's fine. If not, just write this down. So my niche is female-owned lifestyle businesses. However, I get new client leads every day. They don't all fit into that niche, but if I still feel like it's a good fit for me, I would take them on as a client. So it doesn't mean that when you have your niche and you have your ideal client, you're not cutting off loads of potential clients. It just means you're more focused on one, which makes it so much easier to attract what you really want. And it also makes it so much easier to provide value and create content for them. But if you try and reach out to everyone, you're going to end up reaching out to no one. Rule 101 of marketing. So I actually work with some male-owned brands. I work with some coaches. I work with restaurants and bars. However, my niche is female-owned lifestyle businesses. But if I've got other clients that I knew my team and I could do a good job for. So when they came to us because of the value we provided in content, I said yes. So I know it is hard to focus on one niche, but I want you to just spend a couple of minutes thinking about what you enjoy, what you're good at, what your niche could be. Here are some examples, actually. This might help you. Just really hone in on one thing that you can, or one person or one brand that you can provide, you can provide value for, and that you'd actually enjoy working with. I mean, even if you're a good plumber, but you don't really like plumbing, you don't want to work with a load of plumbers. That was probably the worst example I could have given, but there you go. So yeah, just spend a little bit of time thinking about your niche and your ideal client. How narrow should it be? I mean, I don't think mine's that narrow. Female-owned lifestyle businesses, I mean, that's not super niche, but it does help me target my audience properly. When it comes to, Signy, when it comes to paid ads, you want to obviously have your exact target audience in mind. Is small businesses too broad? No, that's a good one. Small businesses is a good one. It's definitely a good place to start. You could even start with small businesses, and then depending on the clients that you get in, see what you actually really enjoy doing, and then start focusing a little bit more on them. You will find as well, whoever you start working with, you'll get word of mouth, and then they'll start telling people within the same industry, and then it's sort of like a domino effect. Female-owned service businesses. I love that. That's such a good one. Like online coaches, online female coaches, love that. I work with a couple of them and they're fab. So some of these examples: lifestyle, restaurants, local, e-com brands, fitness, pet brands, online coaching. Do you need to consider their net income in terms of below wouldn't be able to employ? Yes, but usually you wouldn't know. Obviously there's some small businesses that have investment, so they would be able to employ a social media manager, but well, not employ if you're freelance. But if you say coaches are easiest ones to manage, yeah, they are actually. I find they're very, very organized. Also, there might be a point where you come across the most perfect client who is absolutely within your niche, and then you start working together and it just doesn't fit right. And in that case, don't be afraid to let them know and let them go. I've done that plenty of times. Is anyone really sure on their niche and their ideal client that they want to share? How do you go about letting a client go? Just either give them a call or send them an email and just say, I've really enjoyed working with you. However, depending on what might be the reason, I'd be honest. However, the communication isn't what it needs to be for me to feel like I'm doing a good enough job. That was my reason for one client quite recently. She wasn't communicating, and I didn't feel like I was doing what she not what she wanted, but I didn't feel like I was doing what I could, because she just wasn't getting back to me on things. I was a mortgage broker, so have focused on the financial side of social media management. That's cool, Amy. Aesthetics, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Because also with aesthetics, there's like a lot of plug and play content templates and stuff that you can use and ideas. Also, when you start working with a certain niche, you will learn you'll learn so much about that type of business that it'll be really easy to get new clients in. Yeah, communication is such a big thing with social media management, because obviously our job as social media managers is so public. Everything that we do is seen by everyone, that if there's not proper communication and things aren't done quite right, or for example, we work with a food brand and there's quite a lot of things that we can't say. So if we don't have sign off on our captions, we just can't post it, we can't risk it. So if we don't get the sign off, we can't post, then we're not posting the amount of times we should be. We're not being consistent with the content. Luckily, they are really good communicators, but that's just an example of how it can affect your business. And then it's just stressful. So don't be afraid to let clients go that don't align with you. Okay, pricing your packages to perfection. This is a big one. So first of all, I want you to simplify your product suite. Now, I know when I first started, I was really scared I was missing out on income. So I was literally offering everything. I had about 7 packages. They could choose anything they wanted, and it wasn't right for me. It was really difficult for me as a business owner and to hire people in and to outsource to work on with all these different packages. So do you want to offer everything so you don't miss out on income? Do you have boundaries around your packages? And does your product suite work for you? Which is one of the main things. It's got to work for you. So this is a good place to start. 3 packages at different pricing tiers. So I want your lowest package to be at least £650 a month, at least. If you want to be way above that, go for it. Obviously, you've got to be comfortable as well, but it's got to be at least £650 if you want to do a good job and outsource and make profit. So I had some low packages for less than that required less work. However, it was still quite a bit of money to the client, but the results weren't good because it was a bare minimum package. And so they weren't seeing great results. It was pressure for me. I didn't want to go above and beyond because I was barely getting paid anything. And that's when I decided I wanted to make my lowest package, which is now £750 a month, at that price, because I wanted to make sure I would get them results. I had the time, I had the room to outsource and make profit. And you've got to think about the time you're going to spend, like on a low ticket package, about 3 hours a week, on a middle ticket package, about 5 hours a week, and on a high ticket, about 7 to 8 hours a week. But you need to be able to have the room to outsource and hire someone else. Eve, my lowest is 347, but it's only 3 posts a week and 12 stories. If you're seeing results from that, then that's okay, but definitely bump it up, double it and do an extra post a week. And I can promise you'll get clients. So this is for the gals that are 9 to 5ers or 8 till 7ers like I was. Think about what you earn minus tax, after tax, sorry. At your new package pricing that we're gonna talk about in a minute, or whatever you've decided, how many clients would you need at your new pricing? And then make that your goal in the next 3 months to get that many clients, and then you can quit your job. Get them on a 3-month retainer, so you know you've got 3 months of that income in case anything goes pear-shaped. So think about this. To earn 5K a month on your lowest package, which is now £650, £700 a month. If you were charging £300 a month, you'll need 17 clients. Hard work, overwhelm central, not for me. If you're charging £700 a month, you'll only need 7 clients. Does that sound doable? Do you feel like you could get 7 clients in the space of a month? Yeah, 100%. Of course you can. Type yes in the chat if this sounds like it's more within reach to you. Also, like I said before, with the nature of this business, it's more often than not that you're going to have people on a retainer-based contract. So once they're in for the foreseeable future. So you do have room to find new clients if anyone wanted to cancel their contract, or obviously see their contract through. So we will talk more about getting these clients in on day 3. So make sure you stay with us till day 3. Don't undersell yourself. Too many people think social media management is such an easy job. My boyfriend says to me, I'm sure all you do is post pictures all day. And I feel like punching him in the face, because you'll all know there's so much more to it than that. So when you write out your packages, instead of putting 5 posts a week, I want you to put 5 posts a week, my tried and tested caption strategy, in-house graphic design, and daily engagement, even if it's 10 minutes, Monday to Friday. And it just shows what actually does go into 5 posts a week. So this is what will help you sell your packages, is if you put this sort of detail on them. Because remember, to people who aren't social media managers, they don't know what goes in. They don't understand what they're really paying for. Yeah, Tash, my lowest package, $750 a month, is 5 posts a week on feed, 5 stories a week, and on one platform. Also, another thing to add in is you want to set your boundaries with the days that you post. So like I've put on here, daily engagement, if you just put daily engagement, they might expect it on a Saturday and Sunday, and there's not a chance I'm doing any engagement on a Saturday and Sunday. So I always put Monday to Friday, and just make it really clear. If they want weekend posts, some of my clients do, I schedule them, and I only schedule them on Facebook Scheduler. So once you are admin of the brand, you can schedule the posts via Facebook Scheduler. You can also schedule stories, but not if they're interactive. So I'd just say no stories at the weekend. But you can schedule posts. If you use another third-party scheduler, Instagram doesn't like it. It tends to not push that post out to people. But obviously Facebook is Instagram, so if you're going to schedule posts for clients, make sure to use Facebook. I think it's called Creator Studio. Okay. Eve, I had a client who fumed that I wasn't doing weekend posts. She left over it because she said my package stated 1 post a day. It never said a post a day, Monday to Friday. And I was like, I'm not posting on weekend for £300, so bye. Well, Eve, I'm blaming you for that. You should have said from the start, 1 post a day, Monday to Friday. Now you know, going forward, even though she should not have expected that. But so just be really clear with your boundaries, have them on your packages. So a really good money maker is upselling your services. So the majority of my current clients, they started on a low package and they either upgraded to a higher package or they added services on. So although your main product suite is going to be super simple with the 3 packages, you're going to upsell with smaller services and make money that way. Also, you can offer current clients a discount on additional services, so they feel like they're getting it for a really good price. But actually, for you, it's like an extra, I don't know, an hour a week for your VA, or for your freelancer, or for yourself. But it's like an extra, I don't know, 400 quid a month, whatever it is. I have a client who started off on Instagram and Facebook, and then we added on Pinterest and TikTok for basically double what she was paying. But we repurpose a lot of the content, and then I just outsourced to a content creator as well, because she already trusted us. She was happy with what we were doing. On one of our monthly calls, I said, have you ever considered Pinterest? And she said, no, actually I haven't. And then I explained like why she should and how it could work. This is for a coach, by the way, for anyone who wants to work with coaches. And I added the Pinterest package on, and obviously it made an extra £400 a month. Here are some upsell examples. If you're good at content, if you're good at copywriting, or even if you're not, you can outsource it. A weekly or a bi-weekly email. You can say to your clients, it's really good to build a secondary platform because we don't own any of our social media platforms. So I'm happy to start writing to your newsletter or helping you build your email list. And you can add that on. Adding another social media platform, such as LinkedIn or Pinterest. Adding on influencer management to your low packages. Running paid ads. And then having evergreen digital products. So these are all good extras to have to make a little bit more money. If you're not confident, then you can either you can spend time learning how to do some of them, or you can just outsource. And my favorite places to outsource are Facebook groups. Women Helping Women Entrepreneurs is a good one. Boss Babe Society is a great one. Gosh, I'm part of loads, and that's how I find all my freelancers. Or you can head to Fiverr or Upwork, or just look on Instagram. Just type in virtual assistant or whatever, paid ad specialist on Instagram, and then just go through and see who you like the look of, and then get in touch with them and see if they'll work on a couple of hours a month. And then you can just double whatever they're charging you and add that on as an upsell to your clients. So some digital product ideas: an ebook, guides, a pre-recorded masterclass, content templates, caption templates. Eve, I know you said you've been doing captions, haven't you, for some clients? So that is a good one. How to showcase your services. So obviously it's all well and good having these packages and having these upsells, but where do you actually put them? Having a very simple website with a home page and then a page showing all of your services and then a link to book a call. That's what I have. A cute PDF pack to send to potential clients if they want more info. So if you get a lead for your Instagram or through a Facebook group or whatever, and you just ask for their email address and then you can send them your branded PDF package. Instagram highlights, you can just add your services to your Instagram highlights. And then Teachable and Thinkific are both really good platforms for any digital products. And they have really good customer service if you're struggling. Okay, outsourcing and your profit. Sorry, I'm just going to answer some of these questions I can see. Are you expected to use Hootsuite? I've used Hootsuite before, but it's very expensive, and it's like I said, with a third-party app outside of Instagram doesn't really like it. You'll see the engagement go down. So I would definitely recommend Facebook for scheduling. If obviously it makes your life a lot easier and you've got people who are on like 3-4 different platforms, then Hootsuite is good. But then you want to be charging a lot more if you're going to be posting on like 3 or 4 different platforms. Do you do all of the uploading too, or do you send this over for them to do? I find half the battle dealing with whatever technology they use. Yeah, my assistant does any posting. So we share the content calendar, and then she's in charge of either manually posting or scheduling on Facebook. But I ask if she'll manually post daily, and then she does like 10 minutes engagement either side of the post for all our clients. Everyone says use Facebook to find clients, but I feel like when people want social media managers, they get spammed. Yeah, they do. But there's so many Facebook groups. I mean, the way I comment on those posts is I just tag all of the brands I've ever worked with. I tag their Instagram page so they can see. It's basically like a portfolio just there and then. And I sort of sell myself. I just say I've done this for 10 years. You might not be able to say that, but there's definitely something that you can say. I've worked with X, Y, and Z. Here are some examples of clients that I've worked with. Maybe even ask them for their email, and then you can then take the reins a bit and send them your packages. Okay, so the end goal for all of us is to hire a team and buy back your time. So the first investment that you should be making when you start earning more is in a team, in outsourcing, in freelancers. So you'll probably pay a freelancer, all mine are between £20 to £35 an hour. You want to ideally find freelancers who specialize in certain areas. So for example, someone who specializes in paid ads, in content creation, in LinkedIn. And then this is why you charge more, and this is why you can justify charging more, because you then have a team of specialists working on one brand for the price of what they would pay one in-house social media manager. So you could have your specialists who are working obviously on a certain amount of hours a month, which won't cost you a lot. But because you've got them in and they are specialized in what they do and you can sell that, that's why you can charge a lot more to the client, and they can understand why. So in your workbooks, there is a section, or if you want to just use your notepad and pen, I want you to think about what you would outsource, who you'd outsource for. So this is what my team looks like currently. I'm at the top, I oversee everything. And then I have one person who does client support. I have someone else who's on this live who does the monthly, well, Signe, obviously you do the UTM tracking. My other assistant also does like monthly analytics and end of month report for every client. And then I strategize new ideas and feed these to the team, just because that's what I like to do. And then I have my social media managers who will do the content planning, my assistant who will do content creation, and then another assistant who will do engagement and posting. So that's what the team looks like. So this isn't my client facing package. This is just my profit calculator, which I got from a live, as a bonus from a live masterclass that I did a few weeks ago with Surge Social, who's amazing. So this is my lowest tier package. So as you can see, one platform, 5 posts a week, 5 stories a week, daily engagement, 10 minutes. So I have team members who do the content planning, the captions, the outreach, post scheduling, engagement, and then content creation. And then you can see here that, oh, I can't see it because this camera's, what the team costs, what I charge, and then the profit that I make. And I don't do very much. I just oversee it all. Most agencies make about 20% profit on a client. I aim to make over 50% profit because I want to make sure that there's room to bring more people in, when I have my maternity leave, or if there's any problems, you just want to have a bit of money to play with for each client. When you break it down, it looks so much easier. Yeah, it does. And a lot of assistants, like virtual assistants or freelancers, they will work on like an hourly basis. So it's quite easy to negotiate what will work for you for each client to make sure you're making enough profit. Okay, so the day 1 challenge. Yeah. You'll win a £20 Starbucks voucher so you can sip on your oat milk iced latte whilst checking in on your team and your clients. So to win your £20 Starbucks voucher, I want you to perfect your product suite. So do your money mantras, know your worth, and then sit down and create your packages, your 3-package product suite. I want you to either just write it down and put it in the Facebook group so we can all see it, or add it to your website, create a PDF, whatever you've got time for. Share it on the Facebook group. If you're confident enough to start talking about it on your Instagram or your stories, then that would be amazing, and tag me so I can see it. Think about everything that we've discussed today. If you need any help, obviously just message me on the Facebook and I'll help you as much as I can. Think about who you'd want to outsource, what you'd look at paying for them. I was in the Surge Social webinar too. Yes, Samantha, how fab was she? Already added the text about the feed post, so it looks so much better. Fab, Holly, good. In the course, you go through exactly what to include in the packages. Yes. The course that Eve is talking about, it's something I'm going to talk about tomorrow. But yeah, we will actually sit down one-to-one and go through your packages. So if you stay to the end of day 3, here are the bonuses that you'll receive. You will get a content calendar that you can use for yourself, and also you can plug and play for all of your clients. So this is the exact content calendar I use for all of my clients. Super easy. Everyone can be in it and they can go in and approve. And it looks cute. if you like Excel. You'll also get the Ultimate Social Media Managers checklist and then discount to something I'll be talking about tomorrow. And that is it. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. I have work tomorrow. Will I be able to catch up on the recording? Yes. Yeah, they're all going to be in the Facebook group and also emailed to you. Who doesn't love a bit of Excel? Amy, I actually love it now. I don't know how to work all of the like adding up the cells and stuff, but I use it for all of my content calendars. Okay, girls, thank you so much. And I will hopefully see you all tomorrow. If you can't make it live, then yes, the recording will be within the Facebook group and it'll also be emailed to you. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, everyone. Have a lovely night.